The main thing about this is, can you see me? Can you hear me? Is this even going on live? It is. Oh, oh, okay. Sorry about that. Okay, you can see me, you can hear me. It looks good, if I might say that. Okay. I'm so sorry for the last live. I was figuring out the coder, but I guess I got it all figured out. We have a beautiful text overlay down there. We have a camera up there. Everything seems to be working properly. I can see myself. I can hear myself. I'm happy. Okay, let's play. Let's play something once again. Let's join into a random. If you want to play with me, you're very welcome to do so. Only thing that you need to do, check out the description box. It's Worf161204. That's my gamer tag in game. Hit me up, send me a friend request, send me a TFO invitation. We can play together. Why not? My Admiralty is empty. We have a new universal endeavor. We need to mine the lithium at Vluga asteroid field. I don't know. Do I need to mine a single ore place out of like 5 or 6 of them, or can I just go and do the VIP thing? I'm not even sure if I have enough VIP claims to do that. However, we can check that out as well.
The Undine are attacking along 3 vectors. These vectors have fluidic rifts that need to be closed. The map and this bar will help you locate friendly forces along the vectors. When your team closes a rift, a bonus period will begin. Close another rift before time runs out to increase the bonus. Sometimes errant rifts will open. Closing these rifts will earn you more rewards. These errant rifts are keyed to career paths, and a captain of a matching career path will be able to close them faster. The Undine are deploying fleets throughout the Alpha and Beta. The Cardassians have orbital platforms their ships can tow.
Basically, the Tuvok have told you everything that you need to know for this TFO. We are in front of Cardassia. This is Cardassia Prime. Okay. So not a homeworld of the Cardassians. I believe the main Cardassian homeworld is Cardassia 4? Somebody correct me on that. We are moving through the lanes. I am on the first lane.
An errant fluidic rift has opened between the lanes. The location is marked on your map.
Okay, there are using their repulsor beams to push around their orbital defense facilities, and okay, here we go. So first of all, we need to clear all of the Undine.
An Undine dreadnought has entered local space.
Then once you clear all of the Undine, there is this beautiful rift in here just waiting for you. Once we're done with the Undine, the Cardassian command ship comes, will scan the rift, and then we can close the rift. Once we do that, the bonus period begins. We need to close another rift to increase the bonus.
Performing a scan of the rift now.
Okay, the command ship has arrived. They are scanning the rift. What I figure out to be the best for this TFO is just to act like a
Close the
stationary
fluidic rift
turret.
now.
Just sit in one place and keep hitting everything. Okay, we have enough info to close the rift. Just target the rift and keep on firing.
Undine fluidic space rift beta has been closed.
Yeah, I'm definitely having a bad day regarding my ISP. I keep getting information that it keeps buffering. So it's definitely a problem with my internet connection. I have to have a word with my service provider because something is definitely a problem on their part. Hello, Alan. How are you doing? Okay, I'm not in range of any of my opponents. I'll just keep pushing forward. This one is... oh, it's not done. Okay, let me swing around. We only have Cardassian ships in here. They won't be enough to defeat a Thetis class. However, a single Sovereign class should have
Undine fluidic
sufficed.
space rift gamma has been closed.
Yeah, I just took a look at the daily endeavors. The mining the lithium should definitely be useful for all of us. However, the Blue Cup doesn't provide a lot of dilithium, and the VIP claim is definitely the best. I haven't even checked. Defeat Vought on ground, defeat Tolins in inventory zone, and win GPL by playing Dabo. Oh man, I need to go gambling. But with the amount of GPL that I have gathered, I can battle a lot and perhaps win a decent amount of energy credits. I haven't checked that yet, but it could be a viable, let's call it a solution for gaining energy credits. Like sitting around the Dabo table all day, just throwing your GPL, especially if you have that duty officer that rewards you the lithium for every kill on space and another one for the ground. Tackling this dreadnought for much longer than I should. Let's just finish the dreadnought and keep on moving. Now the command ship is free to push forward.
Undine fluidic space rift alpha has been closed.
That's good. We're in combo ×3. The overload is just crazy. I love it. I have a duty officer which gives me up to 35% to shield penetration with every single beam overload. I mean, there is a chance of activation like 25%, but once it does, your shields are almost kind of useless when you start hitting your enemy with overloads. Also, I'm using the trait that creates charged particle burst every time when the overload strikes, and alongside with that, every high yield torpedo will create the torpedo based shockwave. For example, this was a quantum shockwave. If I turn around to the photons, they will create a photon shockwave. You use transphasic torpedoes, they create transphasic shockwave, and so on. And that is actually cool. Like different kinds of shockwaves. There, you don't need to have a photon shockwave ability. Now you can have like quantum, and it's all due to trait. Got to love the intel portion of this ship. Just to use my cloak for a bit.
Between the lanes. The location is marked on your map.
We have an errant rift between lanes 2 and 3.
An Undine dreadnought has entered local space.
Yeah, to my opinion, the overload is now better than fire at will. I mean, it all depends on whether you want to spread out your damage or you want to focus it more onto a single target. Like, I used to love when my weapons would hit more enemies, so the fire at will and torpedo spread were my thing. But with change of overload, I'm trying now this, directing all of my damage onto a single target. As you can see, every single overload keeps hitting single target. That's why I use torpedoes on high yield, because once again they won't spread the damage around, they just keep hitting a single target. So I'm much more efficient on taking down ship by ship, and I'm doing it a lot faster. However, with enough DPS you can probably get the same effect with fire at will. However, it will only take you a little bit of a longer time to create the sufficient amount of damage. But it turns into a win-win situation when you consider everything. Command ship has finished the scan of the rift. We can take it down. Current combo times 3, that's good.
Undine fluidic space rift side has been closed.
Additional rift has been taken down. Nice. We still have to clear the middle one. My favorite place to play this DFO should definitely be Ferenginar, because the Ferengi are so greedy, they won't even send defense to their own home planet. It's like, pay us and we will help you defend our planet, which is totally crazy. But the business keeps on rolling, and the good thing is I can pay. I can pay lots of captains and they will just come in to do some assistance. Once again, it really doesn't make any sense, but who am I to judge? There's some perception things weird. I don't know if this is a bug or a perception thing, but something strange is going on with this map, because sometimes the things like bend around, like you're looking at a black hole. Sometimes my weapons don't even hit the target, they just kind of hold in here, like halfway towards the enemy ship. I see that I'm doing damage, but it's not physically touching the enemy. It could be those Undine bubbles that they're forming. We have an ominous planet killer. I never understood those tendrils from the planet killer. It's like you have a planet killer in here with huge tendrils all the way down. What are they for?
An Undine dreadnought has entered local space.
Yeah, I haven't yet tested the overload with the black alert, but that's what I could do as soon as I finish this TFO. I wonder how it will go on. The best thing is I have a crossfield class, so using a black alert is always fun. Yeah, I see that my chat extension is not set up correctly. That black square on the bottom left section should have been the YouTube live chat. However, it says that I need to... I need to sign up for that. I'm going to make it work for another episode.
Close the fluidic rift now. Undine fluidic space rift hive has been closed.
And our planet killer just got online. We can take down the errant rifts now. But it seems that my team doesn't want to do that. Okay, I mean, it matters, but if the team doesn't want to do it, then who am I to go against the team? Because I alone can't do that. Oh, we have another Tethys Bio Dreadnought, I haven't even noticed that. Yeah, as I don't have my YouTube live feed on the screen right now, as I said, I misconfigured that bit. I was using my phone to read the chat, and my battery is currently down, so I can't read the chat at the moment. I'll just need to grab my charger. Let me set my weapons on auto fire. This should do it. Okay, this should do it. I should be able to read the chat now as soon as the thing turns on. Oh, 0%. I really squeezed out everything from it. Okay, I removed the live chat view. It should probably go away. Nice. That's what I call explosion. And who's gonna clear all that slush? I mean, it's a bioship. It's full of probably some kind of a liquids organs. And what if it starts to rain on the planet? Like imagine this: we destroy a planet killer up there, and suddenly it's raining bioship juice. Eh. Yeah, I know it's a crazy idea. Here we are, Soul System. Ooh, look at that, it's a Constitution. Connie Riffit, definitely one of my favorites. And it's tier 2. Definitely much more beautiful than like this previous iteration of the Connie. Because the previous design was all bad, like the bad graphics, bad textures, everything was literally bad about it. Like the Galaxy, like the Sovereign, like a couple of other ships. But it's good deal that the STO team has actually addressed the problem. They retextured a lot of them when they threw out the tier 6 model, so that's great. Okay, let me get to my crossfield, because I want to check out my black alert with the trait. I want to read the chat, but this is going to take some time for it to power back up. I bought for myself the black badges, the Section 31 badges, because I noticed that I'm personally in here with this tune using the phaser and the new Section 31 rifle. So if I'm using full Section 31 gear, why don't I get the badge? I'm actually considering of replacing my weapons with Section 31 ones, but I'm not entirely sure how that will work. However, with full EPG build in here, I'll have to give it a thought. Once again, going random. If you want to play something with me, just catch me in game. Warf161204, my gamer ID here in STO. Send me a friend request, send me a TFO invite. I will gladly play something with you. Let me just open up a chat. If I can find it somehow. Somehow. Yep, I got my chat on, so mirror crossfield or D7 crossfield. Mirror crossfield. Well, about that black square, it can be due to lots of things. I mean, it can be graphics, it can be in-game related problem, it can be even a map, as I was talking. No, I'm not a lifetime sub. I like Borg, I really do. See you, Alan. You probably already left. However, as I said, the chat problems. But yeah, I like the Borg. You got Black Alert trait. It's only on mirror crossfield, not the D7. No, actually, the Black Alert is from the normal crossfield. The mirror crossfield has something to do with that mycelial attack. It was the torsion thing.
Welcome to Pariah 3. I'm Lieutenant John Vanderveer, and the mission is to infiltrate into the hive, locate and then...
Hello, Mr. Vanderveer. Okay, I haven't even yet tested this new Section 31 rifle, so it's going to be great to test it out. Let me get my Pike uniform. The black badge stands out better with it. I heard some good things about this rifle. I believe the upgrade week starts tomorrow, so what's the date? It's 21st. Yeah, upgrade weekend tomorrow. I'll definitely try to upgrade some of the things. Okay, we need to get the alarm bugs now. Ooh! Wow, what was that? As I heard, this rifle doesn't have a really long range. So we're doing a big sweep. No, I actually like that. However, I heard that a secondary attack should have been instant disintegration. That was kind of weird for me, but okay. It doesn't even matter if it's not an instant disintegration, but this one is good as well. Like Leland. I don't know how much should I talk about Discovery series, but
Obstacle clear.
it's probably been like 2 months since the season finale, so I guess it's okay to reveal some spoilers. Come on, don't turn off. Don't turn off. If you watched some of my earlier streams, then you know it's all about the Pavan crystals on the ground. Pavan crystals are cool, definitely. This character is definitely not DPS oriented ground-wise. That's why I'm taking a lot of damage. But actually this rifle looks cool. As far as I hear, it has the correct discovery sound. Wait. Okay, all our alarmers are down. All we need to do now is just defeat the bugs. Option, like you shoot the first target and then it will automatically fire onto a second target. So you're doing primary damage to 2 opponents at a single time. I like that. The secondary sweep is also fun.
Fire in the hole! Area clear.
As I'm trying to get my phone up on the charger, I have to check it through my web, the comments. So the crystals don't form the barrier, they're just connected with energy. What they do, they are actually going to strike your opponent with psionic energy. You can get up to 4 of them at a single time, and the deal is that they actually can do a significant amount of damage towards your opponent, and that's cool. That is awesome, I love it. What? Have we forgotten a pestilent in here? Vanderveer! You're slouching behind. Come on! Let's roll! Give me a second.
There's a tunnel under us.
Let's check
Give me a
my
moment, I'll
Terran
clear a
fortune
path.
cookie.
Fire in the hole! Watch that first step.
The Terran fortune cookie tribble is actually cool. I like the quotes from it, and sometimes I agree with those quotes. Actually a lovely thing as well. But what I have against the approaching agony is the sound effect. They could have used the effect from the series, but I get it, perhaps it's something to do with a copyright, they couldn't get a licensing for it. Blam! The Sumpec Lightning. Also, a lovely thing to have. But the sweep of this rifle doesn't really make a lot of sense because it just fires like this. What if my enemy is a little bit below me? It feels like I'm not even hitting them. And I just hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different people in my away team with doing that sweep, so that rifle is actually dangerous. Section 31, everyone to save the day. Section 31. Let me get my Pavan friends back into an action. No, not all NPCs in the connected lines. The connected lines are just a visual thing. If you look closely, you can see bursts coming from the top of my crystal, and these bursts are traveling towards the enemy. That's the psionic attack. That's it. With more crystals that you have in link together, the more powerful the psionic attack is going to be. It's just kind of a physical connection in between them. Or perhaps it's a mental connection, who knows? Whoop. What ship do you think is coming to the anniversary of the STO? Well, it's hard to tell. Because we were promised Kelvin ships. Last Franklin, there was a Kelvin where George Kirk served. There is this new kind of a ship which we will get soon also. It's going to be the Stamens's ship. It kind of looks similar to the Discovery. It has this cutaways in the hull. But definitely has more of a TOS design to it, so that is coming as well. Probably some sort of an engineering science vessel. I doubt it's going to be tactical. Come on, give me a space DFO. Space DFO, any space DFO, just let it be space DFO. Optimistically warping out. Space DFO! Woo! The Vault. Cool. Actually, I haven't played this for quite some time now. This should be fun. But regarding the anniversary ships, yeah, there are those two Kelvin ships. But they said the ships that we have been waiting for. That can mean a lot. I've been waiting for a lot of ships, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But it's 10th anniversary and it could be a lot. We could be getting like 2 ships or a big discounts, sales and promotional periods, gifts and something such as that.
Warning, ship is under attack. Engage weapons and
I'm just going to
engines.
skip this first battle group because I believe everyone can combat a group by themselves. I see a second player going around the second group, so I guess this is my cue to engage the group number 2. Okay, let me get my secondary power up. Exotic particle, flood, and
Ship is under attack. Engage weapons and engines.
hit him.
Ship is under attack. Increase in ship speed recommended.
Boom, that's it.
More shields failing.
Ooh.
Power transfer is recommended.
Warcore breaches gave me a lot of damage. Okay, this Romulan ship is free. This is the power of exotic particle
Technique
build.
below 75%. Evasive maneuvers
If you noticed,
recommended.
I barely fired my weapons and they all suddenly exploded. And it was all due to gravity well. The subspace vortex, I can't remember the names of the abilities, and channeled deconstruction. With exotic particle build, it's all about having a high amount of auxiliary power. If you have that,
Warning, ship is under attack. Engage weapons and
this will rock. You can't capture me inside of your petty little web. This is a crossfield class. Come on, Tolians, think about it.
under attack. Increase in ship speed recommended.
Brace for impact. Once again, barely fired weapons, all of them are gone. Exotic particles. Lovely. Okay, we have 3 more. The next bit of this TFO is a little bit boring because you need to catch your opponents. The best ships to do that are escorts because they're fast, they're maneuverable. This is definitely not an escort, it's a science ship, so what I do is I just run around in circles and try to catch the Tolians that are on the same lane. And I haven't tried the Black Alert. I'm inside of a micro nebula, let me just jump out. My shields are compromised, then I don't get to use minimap and I can't engage into a full impulse. A couple of things that I really dislike. 10 out of 10, it's all done. I really hope that we don't have to wait for the timer, but it seems that it's going to make us wait for the timer. This is not how the thing worked. Okay, 30 seconds to go until we start the next phase. Weird. Definitely weird. This never happened before. It could be a new feature, it could be a bug. Now we have another 30 seconds to go. Entangled quantum bombardment. I took this console from the Edison class. It works lovely with exotic particle build. Okay, we have our first victim. Victims, to be more precise. Okay. I'll just get them with the exotics. Spread a couple of torpedoes and that should be enough. Look at that! How the ship diverged from its original course. It got pulled into a rift. I got introduced with exotic particle builds like 6 months ago. I never really cared much for the science vessels. I thought that they were weak. But then a friend of mine gave me this crossfield class and taught me how to make the exotic build, and I have to say that I quite like it. Almost 6 minutes to go and we're on the 20%. That's not good.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Engage weapons and
Not firing at all. Mesh weavers going down all by themselves, just being shredded due to immense gravity. Okay, let's keep it up. I don't want them to build it until the end. Just keep on rolling. Black alert.
ship is under attack. Engage weapons and engines. Target shields have failed. Recommend torpedo launch now.
I guess I have cross-temporal seat.
Increase in ship speed
Yes, there is a cross-temporal seat in here. I don't know, I was thinking about recursive shearing to enhance the overload, but I won't gonna be messing with that. I'll just stick with my regular build. It does enough with the exotics just the way it is. On the other hand, my other temporal ship, I should definitely test out the recursive
Warning. Ship is under attack. Engage weapons and engines.
and the overload a little bit better. This ability boosts the damage for up to 40%, which can be quite significant. Yeah, it definitely is. There is a totally different feel when you switch from the, let's say, traditional play onto a science vessel. What I'm gonna try to do next is to make a torpedo boat. Manticore is actually a good ship
Warning. Ship is under
for
attack.
torpedo build.
Engage weapons and engines.
Tier 6 Alita is also a hell of a good ship for that. And I'm probably gonna get myself an Alita class. I don't know, I'm missing on the Armitage. But I believe that I have, yeah, I have the Thunder Child, so I have 2 pieces of a set. It's going to give me a little bit more of an edge when I try to make this ship.
Warning. Ship is under
And I'll have to buy
attack.
myself a couple of
Engage
different
weapons and
torpedoes, but alongside with command abilities, the torpedo builds are quite good. As far as I saw, other YouTubers, they managed to destroy a single starship with a single fire at will, a single torpedo spread. Not one, if there is a group, obviously they destroy an entire group, which is awesome.
warning. Ship is under attack. Engage weapons and engines.
Let's jump out of the nebula. 1.5 minutes to go. There is another Vault Weaver down here.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Seriously?
Engage weapons and engines.
Little mesh. I'm saving my entangled console for the boss. For the boss wave at the end. It actually does
The Tholian Vault Web
a
is
decent
60%
amount of damage.
Engage weapons and engines.
I see another one down there. 40 seconds to go. But I guess this should be enough. Yeah, actually, photon torpedoes are quite good. They recharge
Target
fast.
shields have failed. Recommend torpedo
And I believe that they
launch
deal the biggest amount of damage. Or no. The Tri-Cobalt deals the biggest amount of damage, but Photon is kind of the golden one. At least for me.
now. Ship is
The
under
Tholian's
attack.
web is collapsing.
Increase in ship speed
Excellent.
recommended.
The vault is secure, but we are not. Sensors show Tholian reinforcements approaching at high warp. Prepare for battle.
No
Defeat
problem.
The Tholian flagship, if you can.
We can! Come on, Obisac, we defeated all of them and now you're... Now you're like that? Oh, the Yamato. I haven't flown my Yamato in a really long time. Our optional objective, defeat named Tholian. Let me get 8 kilometers and black alert. Let's jump.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Engage weapons and engines.
Let me spark up all of my exotics. And entangled. The worst part of exotic build is that your weapons don't do a significant amount of damage. So you have to wait for the abilities to reload. Also, what I definitely need a trait from the tier 6 Kumari, which extends the duration of gravity well. Because my main amount of DPS comes from the gravity well itself.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Engage weapons and engines.
That was definitely cool. And that was a good shot of Crossfield. The Gagarin trained for torpedo build that lets to use to spread. Yes, the Gagarin, it's actually quite a good ship by itself, and it has an amazing trait, and I definitely love it. Yeah, I agree with that. However, there was... I don't know if this was a photon launcher or... Yes, I believe it was a photon launcher, or if you have a full set equipped onto it, then it creates this massive photonic bomb. Although it doesn't deal a lot of damage, it's actually cool, at least the visual. The Kantari mass-produced missiles, those are also quite lovely. Especially if you use the high yield and then it launches a nuclear warhead. That's ridiculous, but in the same time it's nothing else actually. It's nothing special, I mean, I'm just playing TFOs. If anybody wants to join, just find me in the game. It's Worf161204. Send me invite, send me a friend request, we can play together. Oh my god.
Greetings. Welcome to the Federation mining camp.
I'm definitely not dressed for this. Okay, let me pop this on. I'm gonna act like I'm from their century. Oh man, this can go wrong onto so many levels, but it's good. It's good, it's good, it's all good. It's not like the fire is burning around, but the fire is gonna be burning when the Romulans start arriving. Okay, once again, Pavan crystals! Oh, that was creepy. My window just opened.
Attacking from the west.
Oh, finally, cold breeze. Now when I set up all of my defenses, the Romulans are gonna start their attack from a different location. And they're attacking the central camp, that's bad.
Attacking from the west.
Whoop. Attacking from the west. Nobody is attacking from the west. Come on, don't jinx me.
Romulans are attacking from the west.
No, 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 no. You won't get yourself into a corridor in here. Oh man, we lost the miner. What would I recommend in here? Fight in a tactics that I call 3 to 2. Put 2 men on one side, 3 on other side. Use Pavan crystals and just do your best. Clear out the Romulans. As you can see, the attack is coming only from this side. So all of us should be in here.
Romulans are attacking from the west.
We're now attacking from the west, however nobody is down there. So regularly keep checking both sides. Try to find the Romulans. If you see that they have broken through, try to stop them. Once again, Pavan crystals, Chroniton mine barriers, turrets, Sompek lightning. They're all good abilities to do that. There are also...
Romulans are attacking from the south.
Yeah, I see them. There are actually a couple of good temporal abilities that can stop them. I don't know their name. I'll have to check it out.
Romulans are attacking from the south.
It's recursive affection. It's the paradox bomb. It acts like a gravity well on the ground. when you cast it, it pulls everybody towards it, then explodes. So if you need to hold the progress of Romulans, just put a bomb onto them and they're gonna get pulled towards a single place.
Romulans are attacking from the west.
We lost 2 miners. Yeah, definitely some Romulan activity out there. The gun that I use is from Temporal Reputation. This one can also stun the target, it can repel the target, it can knock quite a lot of targets at the same time. And this character is definitely not my best for the ground combat. But we got them clear.
The Romulans have overrun the Gorn mining camp on the other side of this ridge. There are 2 paths leading to the main camp. Kill sites along the way. Rescue the Gorn miners at the forge.
Well, 8D, what can I say but thank you once again. I can't even start to tell you how good it feels to read a nice comment. Oh my, oh my. Okay. Now I'm definitely embarrassing myself. And yet I'm the one who's doing how to play TFOs. But there is something about the Romulans in here. I always felt like they're a little bit overpowered in this TFO. Well, my favorite ground build. I've been using the Mako set for years, and I haven't really moved from that on my main tune. And what I figured, it actually serves me quite nicely. I get a good amount of shield regeneration. The resistance is good on it. Alongside with TR-116B and all of my engineering abilities and fabrications that I do, I can generate quite a lot of damage. Alongside with Pavan Crystals and Sumpac Lightning, it turns into quite a powerful combination. Although people dislike those older sets now these days because they're kind of they aren't bad, however they... what's the word to use? They expired. They're stale. But once again, you can use them. They're good. They have their own perks. Especially now these days when you have so many choices in between different sets and everything that you can use. The Gorn is healed, but then again he's still on the ground. What's going on? Come on, Mr. Gorn! Hey, fancy pants. Good. Now get Gorn. I have a mission to do. There are a lot of Romulan snipers in here, and what I also notice, when you get knocked down, you will in the majority of times, what happens to me is that I get an injury, and it's quite a severe injury. I don't have my hypo sprays with me. I definitely need to go shopping for them. ATD, I noticed that you left me a link with one of your videos. I'll take a look at it as soon as I get a little bit more of a time. I read the comment, I'm going to of course respond to it. But sometimes due to all of the obligations it just takes me a bit to get to the responding part. However, I always read the comments and I always do my best to respond ASAP. Hope nobody minds that. Woo! Oh, incoming! Oh, we have grenadiers up there. Quite a lot of them, actually. Yeah, here's my message for you. Get hit by lightning. Plain and simple. Bam. And they're out. That was weird. Now tell me I don't have regenerators. Oh, look, I have. And those aren't really too bad injuries. Oh look, it's a TOS hypo. We need to get those on K13. I don't think we have this old style hypos in game to buy. Yep, let's keep going, let's keep going. Bound crystals, keep it up. Let's set up everything in here and then keep on going, because the Nakul are gonna come, and once they do, that's gonna turn into a problem, because the Nakul have that personal shield which creates shrouds, and you have to defeat all of those shrouds before you are able to deal real damage to the Nakul, and that's the part that isn't cool about the Nakul. But having that shield equipped on your character is actually good. It can save you on the tough situation, the same way as it saves the Nakul NPC. Oh, they haven't even breached the gates on this side. Tertiary attack, secondary attack, and I wanted to hit it with Zompact Lightning, but... and I wanted to open the doors manually, but okay. If you want to bite through the door, Mr. Gorn, just keep it up. Okay, the Nakul part starts now. Let me place my pavans. Let me fabricate a turret. Bit more pavan.
The trio is in a critical state. Don't need to shut down some subcultures first.
Always heal your damage while you're on the ground if you can. Not healing your damage is gonna give you debuffs, and that's not what you want, especially when fighting against the Nakul. As you can see, all of them are creating their own shrouds. I can't do any damage to them until we destroy all of the shrouds. I actually have a new video ready for all of you. I will probably put it up tomorrow. I won't reveal exactly what I'm gonna be reviewing, however, I'm just gonna say it's a bot ship. Hopefully you're gonna check this video and if you like it. It's actually quite... I had quite a lengthy script for it because it comes with a lot of features.
Personal shield losing power.
But you're gonna see everything in the review. I don't want to get too carried over and tell you everything before time.
Protect me while I shut down this sub-console.
Yeah, they definitely deal a big amount of damage. But I guess we have a cool commander on my back. Oh, it's an injector officer, of course. And yes, there is a commander. His shroud just fell, so he should be susceptible to a lot of damage right now.
I shut down the sub-console.
Don't move! Fell for my trick. Come on, Mr. Gorn.
The drill is nearly shut down. One more sub-console should do it.
Okay, this should be the end in here. We just need to defend Mr. Gorn.
I shut down this sub-console.
Nope, just won't. It just won't work. Hello, Adam. How you're doing? Yo, what's up? Why are you here? Fancy pants. This is actually taking a little bit longer than I anticipated it will. Okay, we have some Nakul that are up there. Yes, I have this. Why haven't I thought of it earlier? They just put a shield onto him and that's it. See, Mr. Bourne, you're fine. However, I'm not fine.
That's it.
Okay, we're done.
The drill is now fully shut down.
Okay, all we need to do is just take down the Nakul. You aren't cool with that shield, Nakul. Not cool. And I'm not cool without my hypos. I need my hypos. What's wrong with me? Do you enjoy different playstyles? Well, If you'd asked me that question like 6 months ago, I would definitely say no. I was just going by the book, by my own style that I created for myself. But then a friend of mine was like, come on, you're crazy, just snap out of it. Try exotic particle, try torpedo boats, try this, try that. And I was like, no, I'll never gonna pass through this barrier all by myself. But then what I started is a friend gave me a crossfield class, and I was like, okay, kind of him. I made a review out of it, and I noticed it's an amazing as a tactical ship, but then he said you can make it into an even better science vessel. I was like, come on man, don't do this again. He gave me a couple of science consoles and said just pop it onto there, put some of these science abilities that I tell you, and just go ahead. Cast gravity well, and I did, and I was amazed. So I started learning how to produce exotic particle builds, and I made that. My next attempt is going to I'm gonna try to make a torpedo boat. I have made a pure engineering ships, a pure tactical ships, so although I have my own kind of a play style, I love to mix them around. I actually have one style on one tune, the other style on other tune. I have a mix on other tunes, so a little bit of everything. Okay, I was hoping for a space DFO, so hopefully once again I'm going to get into a space DFO. Just enjoy it as a practice. It's always good to mix and match. Yeah, the combos can definitely deal crazy amounts of damage. As I already said, the people tend to look at me like I'm crazy when I say just pop on a Borg set, and they're like, oh, but the Borg set is so out of fashion these days, and yes, it is. Excuse me. But you can still pull it off, you can still make some good things out of it. Just because some set is old, such as Aegis, it can be put to a good use. I know a couple of players that have been using the Aegis set and are pulling out some good results out of it. Yeah, that's on my Romulan tune. I have mixed Counter Command with Borg and Tolian sets, alongside with a couple of tactical consoles and intelligence abilities. One firing cycle haste was enough to defeat the enemy. Just one round of shots and that's it. And especially if you'd have a lot of enemies, my favorite thing was scatter volley, and then you would just kill them all without any problem. You're just spraying the damage like crazy around, especially in Borg TFOs. The problem would be with the conduit. It's a little bit dangerous while fighting the transformers, however, not too big of a problem if you have a good team. Sometimes it all depends on the team. Undine are attempting to reopen a rift. We won't make this happen, however, they have a Dactylus class. Back to the sandy core. I think of a past now. Man, I love the overload now. It's so good. Yeah, the players are always looking for the best gear. However, the thing is, even that was like 10 years ago when the friends and I played Star Trek Legacy, and I was always like, I'm gonna get a Sovereign because the Sovereign is my favorite ship, and that's why my main character in here uses Sovereign for almost 10 years straight. The other friend was like, oh, I'm gonna be using a Defiant, but they were all kind of skipping the lower tier ships like Nova because they thought, oh, it's a little ship, it's a small ship, it's a weak ship. And what I always told them, and it can also apply into STO, is it's not about the ship. You need to know how to fly the ship properly. And that also applies with the sets. If you can mix them correctly and do everything good, that should be that. Why not use Nova class or some ship that other people say it's bad? I have used some of the so-called bad ships in game and achieved some good results with it. After all, it's all about having fun, as I always tend to say. The Borg set is old. It's the oldest set actually out there. Some people are actually returning to it, but it's a good set. I've been using it for a long time. I've been using it until the Iconian set popped out. Then it turned into kind of a best set out there for tanking and survivability. But I should definitely rethink of a set in here for my Hestia. Because this ship is more of a glass cannon, so the Iconian set helps me to stay alive. But I can definitely change my set to get even more DPS, but then again the survivability tends to become a problem. So I found my own unique perfect balance for this starship. How many times have I done live streams? More than I can count. Some of them were great success, some of them were seen by no one. When I started doing YouTube, I had like live streams once a week, but nobody was watching them. That was the time when the peak of views was 1 or 5 people. Nobody knew about the channel, so now I tend to do live streams only when new episodes arrive. So I do a live walkthrough. I will do that soon when the new episodes. When this new episode with Stamens arrives. However, I just felt bored and like in the mood for a stream, so I was like, okay, let's do a stream. Perhaps I'll get a new sub, I'll get to talk with the new subs, with old subs, and just, as the title says, hang out live. Yeah, I'm really late with responding to the chat. I'm rumbling things of my own. I'm sorry for that. Yes, the Romulan set is definitely still a viable option. It can definitely produce some great criticals. I believe the shield of Romulan comes with a huge capacity, which is also good. However, the problem is weak regeneration of it. Once the shield gets depleted, you really need to put in a lot of power into it just to get it back up, but once it is up, it's hard to knock it down. Balance in between everything, that's always good.
Alt integrity below 75%. Evasive maneuvers recommended.
Yes, and it's also a good set for training control. Let's do multi-vector assault mode.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Engage weapons and engines.
We're actually capturing points and losing them as we go,
Target shield has failed. Recommend torpedo launch now.
so probably not enough people in this zone. Well, we'll all be happy to have you back in the STO, Adam. I started playing STO on quite a bad laptop, and I switched onto a little bit of better laptop. However, when the time passes and the components get old, the entire performance starts to wear off. Then I switched onto a third laptop, which was kind of a gaming one. I took it just due to YouTube. And then it kind of got to me. I should definitely get a proper PC, which I'm using right now. And it's great for editing, it's great for gaming, it's good for all. The only problem in here is the bad internet connection and the buffering and everything. It tends to affect the live stream and the people don't like that. However, this stream is quite stable and I should be grateful for that. Well, I see the zones are just falling down, so I guess there is no need to keep on fighting for this one. I'm gonna just switch on my main to my sovereign. Well, there is nothing bad against playing STO on a laptop. It's good. I mean, it's one of those why not options. Hello, Tommy. How are you? Oh my, look at the rewards. So many packs. Also, one more thing why I like to play TFOs on a live stream is because I tend to generate a lot of rewards in the lithium without me even noticing how the time passes. So I get a lot of dilithium. And it is important to me, as I have to use the real money and the in-game resources to help me buy all of those ships that I review. So also every help with reviews is always a welcome one. Okay, this is going to be it. Anything in particular that you want me to play? I'm gonna wait for a moment. We can do a vote. Hello, Jan. Yeah, I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking. It's always lovely to check out the new things that are going around in STO. Especially, I'm feeling so excited for the new episode that's going to come out featuring Paul Stamets. There's going to be a new ship. The Discovery era flight deck cruiser, the Constitution class, it that thing destroyed me in terms of money. I spent literally all of my in-game resources just to get that starship, and wow, I used really a lot on it. So I'm still recovering from that. I should be able to buy the new Stamens's ship. As I already stated, I have another video already ready for you. It's gonna be out tomorrow. It's gonna be a VOD ship. I won't reveal too much about that. You'll just have to come and check it out. But yes, there is going to be a review of VOD line of ships. I already got 2 new requests for starships to be reviewed, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ships that I need to review, and I'm out of money, I'm out of resources. I'll need to pull something off. I'll definitely have to use a tribble a lot to get out of that situation, but it's gonna be fine. Let's see, C-store ships, Logbox, Lobby, Phoenix, prize boxes, and event awarding ships. Definitely event awarding ships for the end of a year. What's currently on sale? Age of the Discovery one. I'm such an idiot for not buying this. I was looking at it. I believe it was on a discount, a huge discount, when Age of Discovery hit, and I was like, yes, I'm going to buy this. I'm going to get a tier 1 walker. It's okay. I'm gonna get a tardigrade. I'm gonna get a rifle and a phaser. And I was like, that's good. And then I bought a walker for the same money. I just bought a walker, and then I was like, oh look, this spec that contains walker for the same amount of money contains all of the other things. So I'm still banging my head on the wall for not buying this. 12 inventory slots, experience boosts. But okay, if you're behind on acquiring yourself the coupons for the ship, you can get them. 1000 Zen is going to cost you. You are going to get an ultimate upgrade token, and you're going to get 10 featured TFO commendations, which is good. Yeah, current ships that I own right in here. Well, nothing new in the Zen store. I'm even short with the lobby. Yeah, here we have the VOD ship in here. The other one is the Infinity Lockbox one. Covert Mine Layer, that's not new. Section 31, that's not new either. Section 31 badge, not new either. Not new either. And nothing new in here. Well, that's the shops. I spent 40 euros on the last promotion for K6 ship, no ship in the box. Well, I managed to get myself a ship, so that's cool. Give me a moment, I just need a minute. I'm back. Sorry. Had to get the door. Uh, Badlands run. Okay, yeah, why not? Let's go to Badlands. Let me jump to Deep Space Nine real quick. What's my in-game handle? You have my in-game handle in the description of this video. It's at Worf161204. Would love to add you as a friend. Yeah, definitely ATD. Why not? I would love to do some runs. Yes, Adam, there will be some new ships at the beginning of this year. Sorry, I was reading comments about the ships. There will be Kelvin ships. The Kelvin timeline starships. The Franklin and the Kelvin itself. That's all that we know. As far as I know so far, a little leak that I've got is that there are gonna be a couple of other ships, but I still don't know how that will look. Will we only get one ship in a promotion? Will there be a logbox? Will there be a giveaway? A promotional period? Will they give two ships? Will they give like one ship and you need to grind for another, or a huge discount on another? I don't know, but it's 10th anniversary and it's definitely going to be epic. For everyone in the chat, what's the minimal amount of main and alt characters you need? Well, there is no magic number. Definitely for me, I have 8 of them, and that's majority just to grind the dilithium, because I need resources for ships and gear reviews. But with dilithium exchange being so wild, I guess I'll need even more. Now, but it all depends how you'd like to play it. I mean, if you want to get more free stuff, then definitely you will need more dilithium and you will need more tunes. When dilithium prices were about 250, it would take me with this amount of tunes 2 weeks to get a tier 6 ship. Now it's like 3.5. So it all depends on the market as well. Yeah, and also sent a friend request. I got a friend request from Kiyoshi-9393, so I don't know if this is you or ATD. As I said, I only got one request, so... can you transport Torpedo on the Litas bridge during a Badlands run? Yes, I can. I definitely can. Let's do it. Bridge officer stations, Intel. It's not here. It's not in here. It's not in here. Come on, where is it? Who has that ability? One of my bridge officers had... Oh, it's in here, but I don't have it. Oh, that's too bad I don't have it. I have it on my Romulan too. Now I remembered I need to get this for this one as well. But yeah, with an intel ship you could definitely transport torpedo warhead. Embassy, you have that. Oh, really? I just checked. Am I crazy? Torpedo transport warhead, Embassy. That's you. Why is it grayed out now? Level 3. Oh. You're set into a command. That's what's wrong. Okay, here we are. Transport torpedo warhead. That's it. I'm sorry. I'm such an idiot. Earlier I missed that you said what do you think about the anniversary. Yeah, I just told what I think that's gonna be in the anniversary. The Kelvin timeline ships. 3, 2, 1, boom! Transport torpedo warhead. Got to love that ability. Yeah, Kelvin timeline ships. Ooh, we have a Sovereign class. You know what I want? I want a Sona zone. We got Sona and in one story and then nothing, so the Briar's patch could definitely use the extension. Get off. There will be a Geronimo ship. That's cool. There could definitely be a Geronimo ship. Let's disable our third stage. That's it. The portal's down. Oh, come on. Oh, that's definitely a beautiful ship. Now I missed on my transport torpedo ability and I wasted my overload.
One generator down, 2 more remaining.
Transport torpedo, 2, 1, boom. I actually have to check out what the deal is with... antimatter spread won't work on me. My intel abilities...
2 generators offline. 1 to go.
Help me to stay afloat. I actually used antimatter spread for such a long time just due to a roleplay. I love the effect of it.
Generators are offline, but enemy ships are crossing through to protect the rift. Stop them!
Huh. Why wasn't she... I don't know, I probably mustn't say the word here on YouTube. Because the YouTube gods are gonna punish me if I say the bad words, so I won't say what you said, what should happen to Lita. Portal to nowhere. But why wasn't she, you know, taken down? Well, I guess she's the Empress. So she writes the rules. What about arming a cruiser with single cannons? Yeah, I tried that. I tried to arm cruiser with a single cannons, 4 single cannons forward, 4 turrets at the back, so that was 8 cannons firing forward. It looked weird, it felt weird, and in terms of damage, it was disaster. Only the turrets were effective, and that wasn't effective. Okay, let's just put a line, that wasn't effective at all. Yeah, just go away. As soon as I arm all of my abilities, you go away. Another cycle wasted. Great. Oh, I'm at the satellite point.
Device is in standby mode. Complete the shutdown process.
I need to stand
Device shutdown complete.
next to it, but we've got this. One more zone captured. Yeah, done it. Hicks451, I've sent a friendly request. He asked us to pass a message saying he loves the channel, looks forward to catching up in the game. Well, I love everyone who says they love me, so... No, I actually don't know how to express myself properly regarding the YouTube, regarding all of that. The amount of support that I keep getting in the last year is something that I have never hoped for. I mean, I haven't expected to gain more than 10 subs, and how it all started, I almost quit the channel like 10 times. Getting first 50 subs required almost a year, then another 50 took 6 months. Another 50 took like 3 months, and after that everything exploded, and look at this, almost 1k. What I wanted always to say is, as soon as I reach 1k I will get a community tab, and it's going to allow me to communicate with you a lot easier. I could just write a status or a quick update such as on Instagram, and I'll be able to put it as a story on the YouTube. So that's gonna be really helpful, and this is the thing that I'm striving to get soon. With 1k subs I could also get a monetization on the channel, which would mean I would be able to earn money from YouTube. I even checked the estimates for the channel, and it would be even a good amount, which would be a huge help in doing ship reviews. Of course, I would use that money to upgrade my equipment, to get more ships, to get more gear and everything. Then there would definitely be more room for more giveaways. I haven't done a giveaway for a long time. I should definitely do one real soon. And all of that is thanks to you. And yes, I'm looking at you, right? You. I know that there are a couple of you watching, but every single one of you, and for all of you who aren't watching, it's all due to you. And all I can say is thank you, and I feel like that's not enough. But I just want to let you know how grateful I feel for making all of this possible. And I have so many unread messages. Tier 6 Hedgehogs or the animated series expansion. Well, I don't believe that... Oh, I need to fly closer to the station. What am I doing? All of the progress is getting away. Tier 6 Atrox would be nice. I don't believe that they will do any more TOS related stuff, but it would be cool. There are some other TOS ships that I would definitely love to see. Animated series ones are a part of them. Yeah, 8D, I'm glad that people noticed that, because every single time when I would went on YouTube and just want to check something regarding STO, I found a video that I need. However, I have to search for like 40 minutes inside of that video to find something that I'm really interested about. And that was a second thing that got me into why not start my own channel and do the things on the way that I want to make them. And I knew it's going to be a different, and I was always afraid, will the people accept it? Do they really want to see a long format on which I'm gonna speak about all of the different things and then just incorporate the main topic into all of that? But
That incoming Terran Nebula science vessel will try to push you out of the area.
well, I won't let it. I'm going to transport a torpedo onto their bridge. 4, 3, 2, 1, boom! And yeah, now definitely building up the community with my kind of content, and I got in touch with a couple of other STO creators.
That incoming Terran Nebula science vessel will try to push you out of the area.
I'm even friends with some of them, so perhaps sometime in the future we might even do some kind of a collaboration video together with some of them. I guess that will be cool. Yeah, definitely. A few pennies here and there always help. Also, what helps, if you get like a promotional ship, let's say new logbox drops, if you have a character, if you're a tribble tester, you can always copy that ship onto a tribble and send it to me. I will receive the copy of the ship only on the tribble, and you get to keep yourself a ship, and I will get that ship only on tribble. It will help me a lot to make a review of it. This is what we in our fleet do. We open a bunch of log boxes. Who gets the ship first just copies it on tribble a couple of times and sends it to everybody in the fleet just to test it out. And that especially helps me a lot. As I said, I get to make a video. Yeah, Badlands Battle Zone is definitely good for farming Terran stuff. The Dyson Zone, great
Watch
for
out.
farming
Terran Nebula
Dyson.
class science vessel will use repulsors to keep you away from the satellite.
But the fastest place to go is Undine Zone. And defeating planet killers is really simple. With right build you can do it yourself. Just take a single planet killer all by yourself. You get a decent amount of reward, and because everything is so fast, you actually get a lot of the lithium. Yeah, definitely with all of the characters you can recreate a lot of them. I even tried to recreate Captain Pike,
Watch out. The Terran Nebula class science
but I
vessel will
made
use
my own
repulsors
twist
keep you
to
away
it
from the
after
satellite.
some time because I don't want to rip off onto a Captain Pike. But yeah, you can definitely recreate the animated series character that you want.
The device is in standby mode. Complete the shutdown
Let's
process.
get it on.
Device shutdown complete. Excellent work.
Let's just clear the Terrans, and that's going to be it.
Nebula science vessel incoming. Watch out for repulsor beams.
Where? Ah, there. 3 zones to go. Okay. Yeah, STO 8D definitely. Thank you for all of the support. Yeah, I know, it's similar to STO1 Refined, but still I feel like I add my personal twist to it. I don't know why, but YouTube doesn't show on my main page that other STO creators and I have the same channels, like STO based. Last time that I've checked, it said that my channel is like PewDiePie and a couple of other channels. I mean, I do follow PewDiePie, I like PewDiePie, but I don't do things like PewDiePie, so... YouTube definitely misplaced me, so who knows. Werewolf in the game definitely can be created. I saw Superman, I saw Darth Sidious, Darth Vader. A friend of mine created Johnny Bravo, and it actually looks amazing. All that we need is this dance move of his, and he's gonna have a perfect Johnny Bravo recreation. Other fleet member recreated a football jersey of his national team. So customizational options for the ground characters are definitely amazing.
The station is drawing power from an auxiliary satellite. Shut it down to drop the metaphasic shields.
Yeah, Adam, that's always good because all of us have a couple of different play styles. So it's best to see a couple of examples from other people. The Augmented Director Gaming, he has some good guides on how to make some other builds.
The station's metaphasic shields have dropped. Focus fire on the plasma control station.
The Astro Zombie Gaming is also a good channel, which I tend to follow. Also about the builds. But once you see other playstyles, it's the most important thing is to enjoy the game and to what works for you, what's the best for you. I mean, I could be oriented only on the DPS, but I don't enjoy that as much as like doing this. Indeed, it takes me a longer amount of time to destroy my enemy, but I also have fun in the process. Yeah, definitely. Comic characters, the movie characters, they can all be recreated in here. And definitely some kit bashing with the ships, it's always great. However, I don't like the ships that come with like free template types and then you can't customize in between those templates. I like when you have like Sovereign class with 7 different varieties and you get to use different warp engines, the hull, the secondary hull, the pylons.
The station's metaphasic shields have dropped. Focus fire on the plasma control station.
Especially with a ship that comes with a lot of customizable parts. I can't remember what ship exactly was that, but there were like 10 different customizable points onto it. And that was perfect. Should you save the lithium for tier 6 Defiant? It's all up to you. I mean, if you want it, definitely do it. It's a really good ship. The console on the ship is also a good one. I like it. It doesn't do a big amount of damage, but in combination with torpedo spread, it can actually be good. Yeah, I definitely agree. Take the best of each and personalize.
Auxiliary satellite. Shut it down to drop the metaphasic shields.
Yeah, the Joker definitely gets someone pale. Put the reddest of the red on the lips and give him a purple suit. That shouldn't be too difficult. But then again, some people really give themselves a lot of effort to recreate the characters. And that's what I love about this community. We can be creative, we can be helpful, we can be toxic from time to time, but yeah, but if you want to see a negativity about STO, just you'll mostly see it on the Facebook page. However, there aren't so many trolls in the game, and that's what I like. Yes, the third bit will give you a battle cloak, and then you will have your screen accurate Defiant, and that's what I like about it. What I feel it's bad about the Defiant, not bad, like missed opportunity, they couldn't add the dual quantum launcher. Like the Sovereign class comes with wide-angled quantum torpedo. I don't know why. This was also a missed opportunity for me. Just follow me with this. They could add like a photon torpedo launcher on a Sovereign with a special modifier that fires 3 torpedoes simultaneously, like we saw on the Nemesis when the Scimitar was flanking the Enterprise and they fired twice 3 torpedoes onto a Scimitar, those super fast rifle firing torpedoes. They could add something like this, rifle firing photon torpedo launcher. It would be standard on a Sovereign. Also, the Defiant could come with dual quantum torpedo launcher to fire 2 quantums simultaneously like we saw on the series, but for me those are 2 things that should have been done. Just to get them a little bit more of a screen accurate. Cannons and a torpedo in a front, and phaser beams and a photon torpedo on a back. Yeah. So forward, quad phaser cannons, wide-angled phaser cannons, quantum torpedo launcher, preferably wide-angled, and just a normal phaser cannon. Yeah, phaser cannon. So to do a recap, phaser cannon, phaser quad cannon, phaser wide-angle cannon, and a wide-angle quantum torpedo launcher on the back. Omnidirectional phaser beam.
Are transitioning to our universe. Head to their locations to stop them.
Omnidirectional phaser beam, 2 phaser beams, and a normal photon torpedo launcher. That should give you a good recreation of a Defiant from the Deep Space Nine. If you want a little bit more of a forward firepower, you can also take the forward quantum torpedo off because you have a quantum console. It comes with 6 charges. Once you activate it, it's going to launch 6 quantum torpedoes onto a single target. Every 20 seconds, a single charge is gonna get filled into a launcher. You don't need to wait for 2 minutes, you can launch them whatever you want. Of course, after 40 seconds you get a second charge. Or no, is it 15 seconds? I'm not sure now. But after a period of time you get charges and you get to fire those torpedoes. So, as I said, if you want more damage, get rid of front firing quantum and just use the console. Sorry, I'm trying to focus on 3 different things in here, so... Yeah, well, that's my idea, because
Shut it down to drop the metaphasics shields.
as I said, I played Star Trek Legacy, and when you use Defiant class in there, first, the original release of Legacy had kind of a classic. You have Defiant, it launches quantum torpedoes like this, normal front, and then with update, with a patch, they retextured all of the ships to look movie accurate, screen accurate, and Defiant was firing 2 quantums simultaneously, like it should. So I wish that to be a feature in STO. Sovereign could also launch a lot of photons on the back. And I would also want to see the shuttle that Data flown in Insurrection, when they were singing Gilbert and Sullivan, him and Picard. That was a nice shuttle. I think it's called Agro Shuttle. It's similar to Voyager's Aero Shuttle, but it's something like that.
Disable the power station that's orbiting the base.
Tier 6 version of Vulcan to Kier, it's possible, quite possible, especially now with Anniversary coming soon. Love the Sovereign on the desk. Well, I wanted to have a Sovereign class for such a long time. I have Connie Refit, I have Galaxy, I have Intrepid, I have Ambassador, I have Excelsior Refit, I have Defiant, I have Prometheus. And for like 15 years I wanted to have Sovereign, and I said when I get a job, a proper job, and I get a first pay, I'm gonna buy myself a Sovereign and I didn't. I got a student's job, and after 6 days I was like, oh right, I could buy a sovereign, and so I did. Finally have it. Track yards. Of course, I'm following track yards. I wouldn't be a proper fan for not following them. They're definitely doing a good job, but check this out. Armada. Our beta fleet. Team Track Yards. It's their official fleet, so our fleet is a leader, and Track Yards is our beta fleet. Always love to have them. I am one of the fleet admirals, and I asked my friend and other fleet admiral to get me in touch with Captain Foley and Commander Calkins. He promised to do so. I'm still waiting, so... No, I'm not trying to make you jealous, I'm just sharing a life story. Picard coming out next year, could be additional ships, Borg species. Borg species was something that was discussed for a long time, so it is possible that we might get a Borg as a species, but I don't know. How smart would that be?
Disable the power station that's orbiting the base. Shut down the portal generators to force them to switch to emergency power.
But Picard could be heavily oriented around the Borg. I don't know if you've seen the trailer, but we got 4 hints of Borg, not only 7 of 9. There is a plank in the facility saying there weren't any assimilations in this facility for like 5,000 days. The guards in there look like they're Romulans, so it could be that the Romulans are trying to get to Borg technology. So Picard could be something like the Hakim was doing, like trying to get to Romulan tech. And I quite like that. That would be amazing to have a playable Borg cube, the rectangle, the probe, and some other ships, even more Borg designs. We don't even have to be a part of the main universe. We can be like far in Delta Quadrant. We can have our own, let's say, our own Uno matrix, and we get orders from Queen to come and assimilate species. Go on a ground mission, and all you need to do is simulate. And you would have something like counter frequency modulator. The deal would be like you have to wait a couple of seconds, and then you get modulated onto enemies' fire. So you get your personal shield and you're immune. You have the option to assimilate and other things such as this, like build, regenerate the Valkos, build a Borg settlement or something like that, whatever the Borg are doing. A playable cooperative faction would perhaps be good, but I'm afraid it would turn into something that Dominion has turned, that we will get a small story arc and then just keep playing STO, and that's not what I would personally want to see. If we're gonna do this, like, give us a full story.
All 3 bases have been forced back. Excellent work.
We could definitely see
Sensors
adapted
reading a large
Shiar.
force of Terran ships inbound. They must be making a final push. All ships, assemble to present a united front against the Terran forces.
Where would be the front of a Borg ship? Well, that's the problem. The ship is decentralized, and this bottle is going to make a great example. No center. How does it go? Obviously, if I put it like this, it would be something like this or that. But like this doesn't make a whole ton of sense. Once again, going back to Star Trek Legacy, what we had in there, you press the button that would orient your ship up or down. You would move your Borg cube front or back, left or right. You would move your cube in this direction. So basically you move forwards like this and suddenly you turn to side, or you want to go in this direction like this, or sideways, up or down. That could be a good schematic for a Borg ship to work. Hello there. So definitely some mechanics such as this. The weapons layout. Once again, I'm going to use the bottle as an example because the Borg ship doesn't come with engines like you have impulse engines in here, you have warp engines in here. They're all around the ship, so they're here, they're here, they're here, they're here, they're here. Also, there are a couple of little deflectors and weapons ports. Everything is all around the ship. So let's say that when you open up your stats, you wouldn't have like forward and aft weapons, you would just have weapons. And you would, for example, have 6 weapons. Let's just go with that. You have 6 like weapon slots. That's the name. You get to put your things in there. You get to put the deflector, the impulse, the warp, the shields. You get to put devices. Of course, there are console slots, but I would put something unique, like something Borgish. I don't know, like Borg special abilities. Like LGR ships come with shrapnel launchers. There's an assimilated Borg warp core, so that could be a viable idea for that. The bridge officer stations wouldn't make much sense, but you'd still need officers, so you would have like Unimatrix leaders, like let's say you have 5 bridge officers in here, so you have, let's say, 105, 205, 305, 405 and 505, and they are like primary adjunct to, I don't know, something. And you could have Borg abilities like spread, high yield, tachyon beam, open tachyon conduit, launch tachyon bombs that deplete the shields, and things such as that. That could actually be fun. Yes, every side would be a main facing side. Or 2 weapons per side, that could also be an idea, but then you would have to make an overpowered weapons, because 2 weapons wouldn't be that good. Then you'd have to lock the Borg weapons to be only for a Borg faction. So have I played the original Mass Effect trilogy? No, I actually haven't. You have to make a cube something that's serious. Definitely it can't be a joke. Can have the ship to rotate each side periodically. Possible. The fun thing on my Romulan tune, I actually tried to create. I don't have it in here. It's currently on the Tribble as I'm testing it for years now, but it's a Borg build. I would put a full Borg set, including the Borg warp core, the shrapnel launcher. I would use nanite plasma beams. Of course, there is a cloaking device, and with all the Borg visuals, and it will be like pure assimilated Romulan ship. Because I feel they, with right skin, they have those kind of patches onto themselves, so they look even more assimilated. So I guess
The Solanae Dyson sphere is
that having that, especially with the Borg shields, could make a perfect Borg ship in game. So far, .360-degree experimental weapon. Good idea. But wait, aren't all experimental weapons like 360? I believe they are. Yes, they are. All of the experimental are 360. Yeah, the Borg ship assimilation could be cool. Like you enter into let's say PvE, and you drop the enemy's shields and you send an nanite torpedo. Let's make it like that, and as the cloud slowly builds up around the ship starts to get patches of assimilation until the ship gets knocked down, and let's say after 15 seconds, while the Borg virus infiltrates into a ship, entire crew gets turned into a Borg, and there you have it. You have a Borg ship, which is now fighting on your side. This is actually the thing that we had in Star Trek Armada 2. That's such an old game. It was from 2000s, and you had that feature. You drop the enemy's shields, you transport a bunch of drones on board, they assimilate the entire ship, you're good to go. Well, I just have too much free time to make up the theories. Some of them I even make up as I go. Crew, if it wouldn't be a problem for you just to hit like, just to tell YouTube that you like this stream. Also, it's great that we have a lot of viewers in here, because it's also gonna tell YouTube that you like it. Perhaps then the channel is going to get recommended to more people. That's always good. 875 subscribers. That's 3 new people since the live stream started. All new people, welcome. Yeah, actually, I sent some of my ideas a couple of years earlier to Cryptic, and some of them have been implemented into a game.
The Voth are retreating.
So I don't know if it was my idea or they already had a similar idea and they just put it in, but this is cool. It's always cool to talk about it, because who knows who's watching this. There was one time when a couple of developers were watching my stream, and I actually shown a couple of bugs. I talked about the bugs, I gave a few ideas, and not long after those bugs were fixed. So they're definitely hearing us out. I really need to go. I should have gone 52 minutes ago, but I really like doing this, so thank you once again for all of you who watched. Please like, hit subscribe, and recommend the channel to your friends if you know that they're playing. September 10th, the next season rolls out. As far as I remember, yes, there's going to be another live stream. Why? Because I'm going to be doing a live walkthrough through the mission. We're going to meet Paul Stamets. That's going to be awesome. And yeah, I should definitely run away. Hey, thank you for being a part of a live stream. You're all amazing. I love you all because all of you, you're the best. Signing up. Geronimo, out.